guys, I'm finally back. I know it has been so long in between videos, and I really just hate myself for getting into this habit of not uploading, so I definitely want to like cut that out right now and get back to uploading every single week for you guys, because I've really missed it and I feel like I haven't been able to interact with you guys as much as I really wanted to over the last few months. It's been really hard. We've been in very strict COVID restrictions here in Australia, and it's made everything so difficult, but we're finally out of the worst of it and things are feeling much more positive, so it's really nice to be back with the horses and filming a lot more. Today I thought it would be fun to kind of bring you guys along with me and kind of go through my current nightly routine with the horses. I know a lot of you are in the Northern Hemisphere, but it is actually summer here in Australia. It has just become summer, so it is really starting to heat up now. So basically, if I don't get up early enough in the morning, I kind of miss my chance to ride. So then I have to wait until it's quite late in the afternoon. It's actually about 7 or 7:30 right now, and it's actually going to be light here until about 9 p.m. tonight. So it actually makes it kind of easy because I can avoid like the flies and like the really hot sun. Like I burn really easily, so I really don't like being out here in the middle of the day, and the horses hate it as well. So it's kind of nice time to ride. So I'm going to go and grab Peach. We're going to do a little bit of jumping tonight and kind of show you guys how she's been progressing over the last few weeks. She's actually been doing so well. I'm really proud of her. So it's going to be nice for you guys to finally see where she is at. Now you also might have noticed that I'm looking maybe slightly less scuffed than I was in my previous video, and that's not just because I went to an actual professional hairdresser instead of, you know, attempting my own hair cutting adventure, so I'm looking a little bit better, but also it is because I have very kindly been dressed by the AZTEC Diamond team. They have dressed me for today's video. I'm wearing their base layer and also the riding tights in khaki, which is just the most gorgeous color. I know it looks nice online, but in real life it is just absolutely like and you guys know I'm very much team riding tights, so I'm very happy to be wearing these right now. They are so comfortable, but the base layers at AZTEC Diamond are definitely one of my favorites. I've got them in a whole bunch of different colors, so this is just another one to add to my collection, which I'm very excited about. So if you guys are still looking for a gift for that equestrian in your life and you're a last minute shopper like me when it comes to Christmas, highly recommend. I mean, the base layers, you really can't go wrong with one of those. They come in so many gorgeous colors. There is a taupe color that is so nice that has just come in that I think I'm gonna have to gift myself this Christmas because I'm absolutely in love. But yeah, definitely check them out. They also do gift cards and all those sort of things if you're very last minute. So before we go and catch Miss Peach for the ride, we're actually going to go and visit the yearlings because I've got to take their fly masks off. So let's go and grab them. Tic Tac is super sensitive like her mum, so she has to wear a fly mask every day because she hates the flies so much. Here they come. Hello. They think we've got dinner, that's why they're running. Hi. Oh no, your fly mask's half off. What have you done? Oh, you're already half off. Hello, Lucy. Oh, the camera, you haven't seen that in a while. There you go, good girl. Hey? But yeah, I know you guys have been commenting on my Instagram a lot about how much Tic Tac has grown. So for comparison, you can see how big she's gotten now. Oh, hey, where are you going? And Blissy too. Bliss is actually catching up to Tic Tac now, aren't you? Hey? Aren't you? These two have been getting along super well. So they're really happy. They're out here just growing and chilling, aren't you? Got to run through Fletcher's paddock to go and grab Miss Peach, and you guys might actually notice that Fletchy has a new friend in his paddock. This is Lil E. He is only 2 years old. He's super baby. I know he doesn't look it because he's absolutely giant. He's going to be a huge horse, but he's in here keeping Fletch company at the moment, which Fletch is absolutely loving. There's definitely been like a little bit of fisticuffs to start off with because they had to work out who was going to be the boss of the paddock, and so far I think definitely Fletch is winning. I'll definitely do like a future video and update you guys on everything that's been happening with Fletch. I feel like I just didn't want to talk about it because it was kind of upsetting. But as you can see, he's super happy, just living his best life as a paddock ornament right now. But I'll definitely do an update video at some point because it's like a whole thing. But yeah, let's go and grab Princess Peach because she's patiently waiting for us to get to her. because it's pretty much all about her and she knows it. Hey, you gonna say hi, Billy? Hey, good boy. He still gets a bit nervous, he's learning. Still hasn't really broken the bond between Peach and Flesh. He's always Andrew. I'm sorry. So Peach is a little bit dusty right now. She is a very hot horse. I think I've said that to you guys before. So when it gets really hot, like it was 30 degrees today, she can't even wear the mesh fly rugs. She just sweats. But the downside is that she's very sensitive to bug bites. She gets pooped on by the birds. So then when it comes to riding, I've got a lot of extra cleaning up to do. So I'm going to do my best to get this done as quick as possible. And then we'll get on with our ride. I feel like it's definitely been a while since I've had Peach on camera and actually in work. I feel like she's looking so good. She's definitely grown a bit over winter and I feel like she's finally starting to get a little bit of muscle happening as well. A lot of you guys will know she did something to herself. We still don't know what it is, but we think she fell over in the paddock while she was on winter break, because when I tried to bring her back in, she just wasn't 100% herself. And she was just very sensitive on one side of her back. So 2 physios and 2 vets later, we put it down to a muscle twinge because it was only on this side here. But yeah, she's doing so much better now, which is awesome to see. And once she kind of got over that, everything's been going really well. So we're really just back to progressing with her riding and stuff again, which is really exciting. And I'm hoping now, next year, fingers crossed, we might actually be able to get out to a competition. I would have loved to have tried and made it at the end of this year because there was still a few things on, but yeah, soon. We need a bit more training first, hey? Hey? I need to actually have some outings first. What do you reckon here? So like I said to you guys, we're going to do a little bit of jumping tonight. So and I guess most of you will be pretty aware, I think just before Peach went on break, I jumped her 2 times. So like very, very minimal. And since she's been back in work, we literally started jumping like last week. Lots of pole work and really small stuff, obviously. She had a bit of a moment where she like forgot that she actually knows how to jump and actually stopped at like a pole on the ground, which was really, really funny. She jumped straight over it afterwards. But I thought it'd be fun to have a play around today over some small fences and kind of show you guys. I feel like her technique already, even after just a few rides, is actually looking pretty good. So I'm really happy with her. So it's actually now 8:30 at night, if you can believe it. We've still got quite a bit of light, but it will fade pretty quick. So I'm going to get on with this ride, get Peach warmed up, and get a few fences in before it gets too dark. Hey guys, it's just voiceover Hannah who's currently editing. I thought it would be a good idea just to give you all a bit of a voiceover as I'm sort of riding around on Peach, just give you all an update. So obviously I'm going to be jumping her today. This is only her 2nd time back jumping since she's been on break, and if you guys have been following along, this is probably the 4th or 5th time now that she's ever jumped. So it's still very much something that she is just learning to do. She's only 5 years old, so she has lots of learning to do. And to be honest, you might also notice that my position is not amazing in some of these clips. I actually have a bit of a neck injury going on. I've been going to the physio, going back to the gym, trying to strengthen my neck and back up again, but it's kind of been a bit of an irritating thing with my riding. So please be kind, because also keep in mind that I really haven't jumped properly in roughly 2 years because of all the stuff that went on with Fletch. So like, you know, I'm supposed to be an eventer but just casually never jumps. So I've got a lot of work to do, to be honest. As you can see, Peach is going around really nicely. I feel like she's definitely getting a lot more consistent with her head carriage. With the young ones, I like to keep the adrenaline really low. So I ride her on quite a long contact for jumping, and I kind of just let her trot and pop the initial couple of fences because I just like to keep everything really relaxed and chill. I don't want her to associate poles and jumping with a time to get excited and adrenalized. Oh my god, and then this duck just got straight in front of us and would not fly out of the arena. Peach was so distracted. She's like, I don't want to run over this bed. But it's not getting out of the way. But yeah, look how cute she's looking. I'm so proud of her. She's definitely strengthened up so much just very recently. And I've just got the placing pole there because I like for them to sort of learn to take off closer to the jump rather than further away. So it is quite a small distance, but I just think it's good for her to learn to adjust, take off nice and close to the jump and really use those butt muscles. So this was supposed to be the scary jump. I don't know if you guys can see, but it has a little cone underneath it. It's something to look at. A bit wobbly to it and a bit awkward, but it is what it is. We're just training and trying to improve. So just keep doing till it's right. This was the first attempt at the big jumps. This is actually the biggest we've jumped so far. Bit of an awkward stride. I kind of had to half hold her to get the one stride because it's a fairly tight one stride. So she goes again and she just taps it with her front feet. So then I come around again. This time she was much straighter and you can see she listens to me, doesn't overjump the pole and gets a really nice one stride, and her little hind end is so high up in the air. I was so proud of her. So ride done, finish on a good note. She's being such a good girl. I'm so proud of her. That is the biggest she's jumped to date. Oh, I'm so proud of her, you guys. I feel like she's progressed so much. Yeah. I think time to call it a night. It's getting pretty dark now. Oh, we'll go feed all your friends, hey? Time for dinner. And as is tradition, Peach gets little tiny treats for being such a good girl. Delicious. Hey, you're such a good girl. I'm going to give Peach a very quick rinse off, and then I'm going to get her rugged up for the night so she doesn't get any bug bites during the night, because like I said, she's very sensitive. She'll end up with bumps all over her. And then I'm going to make up the feeds and get all the other horses fed because I'm sure they're pretty keen right now. They're probably all waiting at their gates for me. I'll let you get back to your fletch, eh? Oh. Peach and her two boyfriends. It is time to make up all the feeds for the horses. All of them get a little bit of something, but to be honest, we're really lucky. This year we've actually had quite a bit of rain for this time of year, and we've still got quite a bit of grass. So to be honest, I'm actually feeding them not very much at all. It's more so just to make sure they're getting all their vitamins and their minerals and things like that. I'm just going to water the feeds down. I do this like absolutely religiously. Number one, if the feed is a little bit dusty, it just helps dampen that so the horses aren't breathing it in. And also especially for Fletch, because he does only have half of his front teeth, I especially make sure his is really damp so that it like softens the food a little bit for him and makes it easier to chew. So generally I always will feed these two first out of all the horses. Number one, I might be running late, and if it's already getting dark, it's not the funnest trying to feed two yearlings when there's not much light going on. And the funny thing is, I think I said this to you guys before, even though Tic-Tac is the boss of the paddock, when it comes to food, Bliss is definitely the boss. So she has to get fed first. Tic Tac always steals one mouthful and then we run back over here. A bit more carefully, please. You can see, even though both of these guys have plenty of grass, the feed time is still very, very exciting. I always feed them second because it gives Peach a chance to cool down from our ride, but also gives Fletcher's feed a chance to kind of soak up the water a bit and just soften up for him. Because you guys might notice as well, because again, Harpy's teeth, he tends to drop a lot of the food as well. Don't you? No, you've got your own feed, you and yours. This is waiting. So you guys, now that the ponies are all fed up for the night, it's time for me to head inside and for me to eat my own dinner. I'm pretty hungry right now, so I'm ready to get in there. Again, thank you to AZTEC Diamond for very kindly dressing me in today's video. Make sure you go and check them out, guys. I'll leave all of their details in the description box down below. And like I said, I'm going to be uploading a lot more often, so if you aren't already, make sure to subscribe. You can also find myself and the three horses on Instagram and TikTok. Both accounts are @equestrian. And I will see you guys next week. Bye.